Welcome to Thrive with Meghan and Harry. We bring you news, views, and commentary about Harry and Meghan. Let's thrive together, guys. Happy Black History Month, guys. I hope you're all doing well. Um, Now, even though I really do believe this should be every day that we learn about Black history and the Black experience, I'm actually okay with there being a dedicated month where we discuss and talk about the Black experience, basically. And it's even okay that they chose the shortest month of the year, which it has been a bit of consternation for us all that they chose the shortest month, but it's okay. It is what it is. But I'm actually happy to bring stories of Black people over history that we all should know about. I'm actually happy about this. So, the way that I've decided to do this is I'll bring you two Black heroes every episode that I have over the month of February. But if there's a day that's like really a lot of Harry and Meghan news, I might do two episodes or something. I don't know. I'll have to figure it out along the way. We'll see. But I actually want to bring one from the past and one from today. And I think I'll start it with women, but I'll also include men as well. So we will see how this goes, guys. And of course, I'll be still bringing you, as I said, all of Harry and Meghan's news, as I always do. But because this is also Meghan's history as well, I think it's okay, and I think she'll approve, okay? I do hope this will be as much fun for you as it will be for me, because I love to find out about my Black heritage and my Black history, which I didn't really know that much about growing up. There's a lot of Black history that I just did not know. Let's put it that way. And I had to find out as an adult, okay? So today, my first historic person that I'm going to bring you is Shirley Chisholm. Okay. As many of you already know, I live in Canada, but I was born and raised in Barbados. So I will always highlight Bajans anytime that I have the chance. Like I did yesterday, for instance, for Rihanna. Because she's pregnant with, once again, Rihanna. Congratulations to you and ASAP Rocky, who apparently also has Bajan relatives as well, which I didn't know before. But that's neither here nor there. We're talking about other things today. But listen, there are so many Bajan heroes, guys. But one of them that actually made international history was, of course, Shirley Chisholm. Okay? So, Shirley St. Hill was born on November 30th, 1924 in Brooklyn, New York, to immigrant parents, okay, from Guyana and Barbados. So Shirley, like I said, she was actually born in Brooklyn, New York, so she was an American, but her parents are immigrants. And as a child of about 5 years old, Shirley and her sister were sent back to Barbados to live with her grandmother. That's a practice that was done by many immigrants over the years, and still to this day, people still do send their kids back to get a chance to grow up in a bit, to know a bit of their Caribbean roots, and lots of people still do that to this day. So Shirley was partly raised by her maternal grandmother, Emmeline Seal. Okay, Shirley later said about her grandmother that this is and I quote, and this is a quote actually, Granny gave me strength, dignity, and love. I learned from an early age that I was somebody. I didn't need the Black Revolution to tell me that, unquote. Although Shirley was a born American, like I said before, she spoke with a Bajan accent and for her entire life, actually, because of her time in Barbados as a child. In her 1970 biography, Unbought and Unbossed, she wrote about her experience growing up in Barbados. She said, and I quote, Years later, I would know what an important gift my parents had given me by seeing to it that I had my early education in the strict traditional British styles of the schools of Barbados. If I speak and write so easily now, that early education is the main reason, unquote. And yeah, so I also, yeah, I also, I can kind of vouch for the way that I was educated in Barbados and to the way my daughter is educated here in Canada. It's a little different, definitely, for sure. But moving along, Shirley earned a Bachelor of Arts degree from Brooklyn College in 1946. She majored in sociology. She also won prizes for her debating skills. She was a member of the Delta Sigma Theta sorority and the Harriet Tubman Society. Shirley Chisholm was an incredible activist. She fought for inclusion for black soldiers in the military during World War II. Shirley's father was an avid supporter of Marcus Garvey, who is another incredible Caribbean activist and civil rights leader. Shirley entered the world of politics in 1953. She was a member of the New York State Assembly from 1965 to 1968. She sat in the 175th, 176th, and 177th New York State legislatures. By early 1966, she was a leader in the push by the statewide Council of Elected Negro Democrats for black representation on key committees in the assembly. Some of her accomplishments in the legislature including getting unemployment benefits extended to domestic workers who are continuously being underappreciated even to this day, unfortunately. In August 1968, she was elected as the Democratic National Committee woman from New York State. Shirley Chisholm was the first black woman elected to Congress and was the only woman in the freshman class that year. She was also a member of the Congressional Black Caucus in 1971 as one of its founding members. The one thing, though, that put Shirley Chisholm in the history books is her historic run for president, which she announced on January 25, 1972, in a Baptist church in her district in Brooklyn, New York. Shirley Chisholm was the first woman and the first African American to run for president. So, guys, I really enjoyed researching Shirley Chisholm. What a gift to find out about such awesome, influential women and people of color. It is really, really amazing. And one thing about Shirley Chisholm, she did say that when she was trying to run for president, she never experienced such, I guess you can call it misogyny in her life. And it was actually just as bad as being a black woman. Being a woman, she said, was just as bad as being a black woman, basically. That's what she's saying. It was like they saw her, she had two things going against her: being a black woman and being black. And the misogyny was worse when she was running for president, basically. I don't know if I said that right, but you know what I'm saying here. So, guys, it's only befitting that my first modern hero woman of color be none other than our American princess, the one and only Meghan Markle. Of course. We already know so much about Meghan, of course, and I did go through a lot of Meghan's history in my very first episode that I ever did of this podcast. So please do go back and watch some of those episodes, the first episodes that I did. Listen, guys, there's even one episode that only has like about 230 views. It's so embarrassing, guys. I'm joking. But really and truly, it would be nice if you go back and look at those old videos because, just to see where I came from, just you can see who I was from the beginning and who I am now, and see that there's certain things that have improved and certain things that are always going to be the same because, it's authentically me. So I actually would love you guys to go back and watch some of my first couple episodes, like maybe the first 5 episodes. Go watch them. They're actually really good. I am impressed with myself that I did such a good job in the first couple of episodes. But you guys need to go watch them, okay? And yeah, and get that one that has 230 views or whatever. Get that one up. Maybe you get it to like 500. There you go. Anyways, guys, I'm totally joking here. Listen, either way, I wanted to concentrate on Meghan's black side of her family today, okay? So, we start with her mother, Doria. As we know, Doria was born on September 2nd, 1956. She, of course, still works to this day as a social worker. She was also a makeup artist at some point, and she continues to be a yoga instructor, as far as we know. Doria is just an amazing lady. We all admire her because she raised the beautiful and talented and amazing Meghan, or Madam Duchess. She raised her with all the values that we see in Meghan today. Okay? And I think that's all attributed to Doria, in my opinion. So, Doria was born in Cleveland, Ohio, to nurse Jeanette Arnold and Alvin Raglan, who was an antiques dealer who sold items at flea markets. So Doria's maternal grandparents, James and Nettie Arnold, worked as a bellhop and an elevator operator at the Hotel St. Regis on Euclid Avenue in Cleveland. In Cleveland. So her mother was a nurse and her father was an antiques dealer, and her maternal grandparents, they worked as elevator operators at the Hotel St. Regis in Cleveland, basically. So Doria's parents, Meghan's grandparents, moved to Los Angeles when Doria was an infant. So the family has roots in LA for decades, guys. Decades. The grandparents unfortunately later divorced, and her parents eventually divorced, and as far as we know, Doria has 2 other half siblings as well. According to info passed down through the generations of the Raglan family, the Raglan name came from William Raglan. Apparently, he was a Methodist who had immigrated during the 18th century from Cornwall, England, incidentally. Wow. To North America, right? That's a bit of a coincidence. He was from Cornwall, England. Interesting. But he eventually settled in Virginia, North Carolina, and Georgia. Most Raglan family members have said that the first identifiable African American Raglan ancestor was Richard Raglan, who was born in Jonesboro, Georgia in 1830. He was a slave but lived long enough to experience the abolition, which is actually something to be celebrated. Okay? I'm actually so happy that I got to uncover some of Meghan's Black heritage and find out about her family a bit more. We always hear of the Markle side of the family, so it's good to get into the Raglan story a bit more, and I'm so happy I got to do that. Just a little scratch of a surface to let you know some of her family members and just a little bit more about her. And yeah, on the first day of Black History Month. And guys, if I find out any more about Meghan's Black family, the Raglan side, I will do an episode, like a full episode, where I can go a little bit deeper into the story, because you can't find everything. Like, I have to really do a lot of research in order to find out everything. So I think I will probably do a more of a deeper dive into it in another episode, maybe a little closer to the end of the month. It'll give me some time to really get all the information that I need to fully talk about the Raglan side of Meghan's family. They seem to be amazing people, because they've always been quiet about her. Nobody has gone out and talked about her and sold her out to the press and all that on the Raglan side. That was all just on the Markle side. So I actually am very proud of that. So guys, we are well over 1,700 subscribers now, and we are aiming for 1,800. And our goal is eventually 2,000 subscribers. Okay? So please do remember to like, subscribe, and share this. Thanks so much if you've sent any super chats. We also have PayPal available if you'd like to support our channel. We've also got memberships if you'd like to go the extra mile in supporting the channel. But like I always say, just your showing up here is priceless to me, and I appreciate every single one of you who actually takes the time to show up. I really appreciate that. And shouts out to Lady of Washington and Mrs. S for their support. They are truly amazing. So guys, how was your first day of Black History Month? How was it? For me, I was actually doing, like I said, doing the research about Shirley Chisholm, and a little bit of the research for Meghan's Black heritage. But like I said, I really, it's so interesting. I want to go deeper into Meghan's Black history. And I think I'm going to try and get as much as I can. And I'm going to do another episode of just about Meghan's Black history, because I think it's actually pretty interesting. Yeah, I'm going to find out more about it. And yeah, so it's been a insightful day. I always like to, and I actually was actually working out who I'm gonna do episodes about. So I have my list. I have some of my lists. If there's anyone that you'd like me to do a deeper dive into into them, just leave it in the comments and let me know who you'd like me to to bring to you as for the for this Black history. Let me know what you would like me to do. Okay, I would appreciate that. Yeah, so yeah, I think that's the best way to go about it. I like to ask you guys what you like. You guys will let me know, and I will be so happy to bring it to you, because I really think if I can record as much history as I can on this platform here, that would be amazing. I just want to record the history of course, Harry and Meghan, their history, and other history, Black history. Listen, there's not enough people out there talking about this, so I'm happy to do it. And it helps me to learn as well. So yeah, anybody that you want me to do more research on, or do some research on and bring you an episode about, let me know. And I'll try and make sure I do both. I'll do every time I bring you two, because I said I'm going to bring two, one from the past and one from today. I'll bring you two people who have done amazing things in Black history. I'll bring you two of them. Every time I do that, I still am gonna always talk about Harry and Meghan in each episode, because there's always listen. Even today, I know there is stuff for Harry and Meghan that was going on in the news, and I think I have to go and do some research on that, and I will definitely bring that to you tomorrow. There's always something going on, guys. Always something going on. They don't catch a break. But hey, you know what? They can take it, because they have each other, and they have us. So they'll be fine. They'll be good. Anyways, guys, it was so amazing to talk to you. And yeah, I really, really enjoyed bringing you all that information there. And I look forward to hearing from you about who you want me to talk about in the next coming episodes. And listen, guys, remember, Meghan said this once, and I like to repeat it. It's not enough to just survive something. That's not the point of life. You've got to thrive. You've got to feel happy. Unquote. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great one. Bye.